Hello everyone, welcome back to my GH Spoiler channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. General Hospital, today's full episode, Monday 3/2/2026. Willow sentenced to 10 years behind bars. Port Charles is left completely shattered. Nobody in Port Charles was prepared for what happened inside that courtroom today. Willow Tate, beloved nurse, devoted mother, survivor, stood before a judge and heard three words that stopped her heart cold. Guilty. 10 years. Monday's episode of General Hospital delivered one of the most gut-wrenching hours the long-running ABC soap has produced in years. Fans who tuned in expecting a last-minute miracle were left gasping, and social media lit up like a wildfire before the closing credits had even finished rolling. If you missed it, buckle up, because Port Charles will never be the same after today. The episode opened on the cold, sterile fluorescent glow of the Port Charles courthouse. The camera swept across a gallery packed with familiar faces. Michael Corinthos sat rigid in the front row, his jaw locked so tight it looked like it might shatter. Beside him, a pale and hollow-eyed Carly clutched her purse with both hands, her knuckles white. Sasha, Nina, Brooklyn, every woman who had ever called Willow a friend was present, seated and quietly falling apart. Willow herself walked in looking composed in a way that broke your heart even before a single word was spoken. She wore a soft, dove-gray blazer, her hair pulled back simply. She looked like herself. She looked like a woman who fully understood what was coming and had already made a private peace with it, and that dignity only made the whole thing more devastating to watch. The charges stemmed from a months-long arc involving Willow's alleged role in the cover-up of a federal drug trafficking operation linked back, with agonizing irony, to Sonny Corinthos' enemies. Willow, in a bid to protect both Michael and baby Wiley, had signed documents she perhaps should never have signed. Her defense attorney argued duress. The prosecution called it complicity. Today, the judge sided with the prosecution. Michael's meltdown and Sonny's silence. What followed the sentencing was nothing short of a five-alarm emotional explosion. Michael launched to his feet the moment Judge Harmon's gavel came down. His voice cracked the silence of the courtroom like a thunderbolt. "She did nothing wrong. She protected my son. This is on all of you." His eyes swept the gallery, and for one loaded, terrible second, they landed on Sonny Corinthos. Sonny did not flinch. He did not look away. He sat in the back of the gallery, where he had sat the entire trial, as if proximity to the front would have meant accountability, and he met his son's gaze with an expression that was utterly unreadable. Was it guilt? Grief? Calculation? The show wisely refuses to tell us. Maurice Benard delivered everything in the silence, and it was masterful. The corridor confrontation between father and son was the episode's dramatic centerpiece. Michael cornered Sonny just outside the courtroom doors, and the argument that followed was raw, ugly, and painfully real. Michael accused Sonny of doing too little, too late, of using his influence only when it suited him, of treating Willow like a casualty instead of family. Sonny, for his part, insisted he had exhausted every avenue. Whether we believe him is, as always with Sonny Corinthos, entirely up to us. The goodbye scene that will haunt you. But Monday's episode wasn't content to leave us with just one bombshell. In the final act, Nina Reeves, who spent most of the trial looking like she wanted to disappear through the courthouse floor, pulled Diane Miller aside in a private moment that viewers almost missed. The exchange was hushed, quick, and absolutely electric. Nina appears to have information that could form the basis of an appeal, information that, if the show's writers are playing the long game the way we think they are, ties directly back to the falsified evidence that the DA's office used to seal Willow's fate. The alliance between Nina and Diane is one nobody predicted. These two women have spent years circling each other warily at best, but desperate times make strange bedfellows in poor Charles, and both of them love Willow in their own complicated, imperfect ways. Tuesday's episode cannot come fast enough. What comes next for poor Charles? As the episode's closing moments played out, Willow being led away, Michael standing alone in the courthouse corridor, Sonny's town car pulling silently away from the curb, it was hard not to feel the gravitational weight of everything that has shifted today. This isn't just a storyline development. This is a seismic reshaping of Port Charles's emotional landscape. Willow has always been the moral heart of this show's younger generation. Her absence, her imprisonment, creates a void that every character in her orbit will have to reckon with. Can Michael hold it together for Wiley? Will Sonny finally spend his considerable power on something other than self-preservation? And just how deep does Nina's secret go? General Hospital has lit a very long fuse today, and the explosion is going to be extraordinary. One thing is certain, today's episode proved once again that this show, 50-plus years on, still knows exactly how to rip your heart out, hold it up to the light, and make you tune in tomorrow just to see if it still beats.